Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. How's everybody doing tonight, man? I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I want to do. Do I want to do the podcast like at 1 o'clock and then maybe at like I don't know, but at least for now, I feel like I haven't done a podcast since Friday. I don't want to fucking go an hour later on tonight, so maybe I'll come back and do a second half later on tonight. We'll see, but I want to talk about wrestling, football, a little bit baseball, everything that went down this weekend just to catch up. So if I do come back later on tonight, it's 20, 30 minutes instead of being a fucking hour. Anyway, so yeah, man, let's get it going with the fucking NFL, man. All these games that happen, Jesus Christ, man. Already Matt Rule just got fired from the fucking Carolina Panthers, man. And then they also fired the coordinator. Fucking Baker Mayfield's hurt now. Jesus Christ, what a shit show in Carolina. But let's go through these games, man. Eagles beat the fucking Cardinals 20-17. It was a very tough game. I watched the entire game. Probably one of the three games I really focus on this weekend, along with the Rams, Cowboys, and then Ravens and Bengals. I flipped around a lot of the noon games. I watched later of Chicago, Minnesota. I watched the start of Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and that went to the shithole. Then I watched a little bit of the Tampa Bay Falcons game, which that was crazy. That freaking but how do you give a roughing the passer when you have the fucking football? That's a fucking sack. Like, I think you batted on. I don't get that call at all, man. What the hell, man? The Giants upsetting the fucking Packers over there at London. Jesus Christ. The Bears almost beat the Bears. Almost had an upset. The Cleveland almost beat the Chargers. The fucking Texans beat the Jaguars. What else? We didn't have a bunch of upsets. We had a few. Miami with a third-string quarterback. Freaking Tua Tagovailoa didn't play. Teddy Bridgewater got concussion. They had to go to a third-string quarterback. They lost to the Jets. The Jets looking legit. I think they're like 2-3 or something. Jesus Christ, man. But let's talk about the NFL, man. So like I said, the Eagles 20-17 versus the Cardinals. Jalen Hurts, 239 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He ran for 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. Devontae Smith up the win with 10 catches. A.J. Brown only 3 catches. Dallas Goedert 8 catches. Sanders 58 yards. Jalen Hurts, man, he's the king of them. I think so. Last year, I think he already broke Michael Vick's rushing record for the Philadelphia Eagles, quarterback rushing for touchdowns. And I think yesterday he broke Cam Newton's record for most rushing touchdowns through 50 games or something like that. Yeah, this guy's the king of that's crazy, man. Breaking Michael Vick's single season touchdown record, and then breaking Cam Newton's what was it, like, I believe, 50 first 50 games with rushing touchdowns. That is crazy, man. This guy, man, Jesus Christ. Kyler Murray, 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 42 yards rushing. James Conner with 55 yards rushing. Marquise Brown, 8 catches, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. Randall Moore had 7 catches, 67 yards. Zach Ertz, 6 catches, 48 yards. I think we have a little bit of he had an okay game, Zach Ertz, for his first game back with the Eagles. But yeah, man, I like as always, I thought the Cardinals did a good job running the ball. Obviously, the Eagles did too. One ran for 134, the other one ran for 139. But at the end there, the Eagles pulled it out, but it was a close half game. This game could have easily gone to overtime if that freaking kicker from Arizona would have made the field goal, man. Pendejo face. Then we got the Giants beating the fucking Packers 27-22. Man, Jesus Christ, man. Brian Dable getting the most out of Daniel Jones, man. He is getting the most out of Daniel Jones. But once again, just like last week, not as dramatic though, but again, Saquon Barkley was a big factor. 70 yards for Saquon Barkley. Slayton with the way 6 catches. Daniel Jones threw 217 yards. Rodgers 222, 2 touchdowns. See, that was the difference, man. The fucking Saquon Barkley outplayed the AJ Dillon and fucking Adam Jones, man. Jesus Christ. Randall Cobb led the way, 7 catches, 99 yards. Randall Cobb was starting to, I thought it was going to be Alan Lazard, but it looks like Randall Cobb is really starting to become Aaron Rodgers' favorite weapon, man. He really is. Lazard 4 catches, 1 touchdown. But what a wait room for the fucking Giants, man. Bills be the fucking Steelers. Kenny Pickett, oh my lord. Terrible way to start the fucking Kenny Pickett, man. Terrible, man. First fucking debut, man. Chargers beat the Browns 20-28. The Browns could have had that game, man, but at the end, the Chargers win it. The fucking kicker, man. They drafted that kicker, man. You never see teams draft a kicker. They fucking drafted a kicker, and he's missed the fucking field goals, man. Pendejo face. In the first game, I believe they beat the, I don't know who that was. The Steelers they beat the first game or whatever it was, and they were like, that's why we drafted a kicker for the situations. Well, this time it didn't pay off, man. He freaking missed the winning game field goal, man. Vikings beat the Bears 29-22. Another good ass game, man. The Vikings are now in first place in the NFC North, man, at 4-1. Patriots beat the hell out of the Lions 29-20, man. 29-0. I beg your pardon. I don't know what the hell happened in this game, man. Jesus Christ. Bayley Sappy, the third stringer, beat fucking Jared Goff and that Detroit Lions high power offense that basically got shut down. I couldn't believe it, man. They shut down that Detroit offense. That was the thing. The Detroit, man, they were scoring a lot of points. They just couldn't play defense. Well, today the offense didn't come along. The defense still got exposed. I couldn't believe either. I know their defense is bad, but the fact that Bailey Sappy, the third stringer, put up 29 points, I beg your pardon. Saints and Seahawks in a shootout, 39-32, man. What a fucking shootout. I'm surprised the Saints defense didn't play better, man. Give up 32 points to Geno Smith. Geno Smith is playing some good football, man. That is crazy. Jets beat the fucking Dolphins 40-17. The fucking quarterback, man, they had to put in the third stringer. Skylar Thompson, man. He got freaking hurt, man. Zach Wilson looking good, man. 210 yards. But he's like a game manager, it seems like. Again, it's like the running game, man, with Bryce Hall. 97 yards, 1 touch. And then the other running back had 2 rushing touchdowns, Michael Carter. I don't know about Zach Wilson, man. I thought that he was going to be like a big star for what I saw at a freaking BYU, but so far they kind of use him as a game manager, and they rely on the run. Buccaneers beat the Falcons 20-15. Like I said, what the fuck was that? A roughing the passer. Brady still had the fucking ball. He said that should have been a sack. I beg your pardon. Titans beat the Commanders 21-17. This was another one I watched at the finish, man. And I had a feeling Carson was going to throw an interception, man. This guy always makes poor decisions, especially in the goal line. I think a few plays prior to that, he just flat out flipped it, and they got lucky. The running back caught it. Otherwise, that could have been bad too. This guy is he's like Brett Favre without the magic. Like, he just does the stupid plays. That's what Carson Wentz is. He's Brett Favre without the success. Just fail. Like, Brett Favre led the league in interceptions, but then he would also lead the league in fucking touchdowns. This guy, he only has the bat. He doesn't have the magic of Brett Favre. Texans beat the fucking Jaguars 10-6, man. I don't know what the hell happened. The Jaguars, I don't think they scored a single touchdown in this game. I don't know what the hell happened to the frickin' Jaguars, man. Dave Mills 141. What happened to he threw for 285 yards, 2 interceptions. Lawrence. I don't know about Lawrence, man. I don't know about him. Because he's in the what? He's in the Lawrence. He's in I don't know, man. I don't know about Trevor Lawrence. He's what Justin that whole quarterback class from 2021. Ugh. Justin Fields. Trey Lance is already out for the season. Justin Fields needs a weapon in Chicago if he really wants to be successful. What's his face? Mac Jones, he's hurt. Zach Wilson, he looks like a game manager. I don't know if anyone's going to be good into that fucking quarterback class, man. Jesus Christ. That might be like the 2015 class where everybody just turns out to be a bust. It's not looking good for that quarterback class of 2021, man. Zach Wilson's like a game manager. Mac Jones is the same thing, a game manager. Trey Lance is already hurt. Justin Fields doesn't have any weapons. Yeah, I don't know, but Zach Wilson looks like a game manager. Freaking Trevor Lawrence. I don't know about that class, man. I don't see it, man. Anyways, 37-15. The fucking Panthers beat the fucking 49ers beat the Panthers, man. Like I said, the Panthers fired the fucking coach, the defensive coordinator. Jesus Christ, man. Pendejo face for the Panthers, man. Baker Mayfield is hurt. What a shitty ass season for the Panthers so far, man. Cowboys beat the fucking Rams 22-10, man. I watched this game as well. The fucking Rams still have no offensive line. They can't run the ball. They can't protect Stafford. Stafford, I believe, got sacked 5 times. Only 38 yards rushing by the team. Cooper Kupp even kind of got shut down. Only 7 catches, 125 yards. He had like a freaking... they could have easily lost this game 22-3. That touchdown they got, it was a freebie. Cooper Kupp just was able to burn the secondary. Otherwise, man, they never drove down the field and got a touchdown. That was like a fucking home run. Like in baseball, you hit a home run, but they never got on base, got the runner over to second base, then got him over to third base, and then maybe fly it out to outfield and got the runner to home plate. That was a freaking home run. There was no technique. There was no strategy to that touchdown. Simply Cooper Kupp just burned the defense. But they never put up a fucking 7-10 play drive in 3-5 minutes and drive on the field. This game, if it's not for that Cooper Kupp 75-yard touchdown, this game could have easily ended up 22-3 without the Rams scoring a touchdown, man. This was bad, man. Bad for the Rams, man. Jesus Christ. Cooper Rush, 102 yards. He's a game manager, man. He barely got 102 yards, man. No touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Now they got a nice balance, man, with Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott, man. That's a nice little balance. Tony Pollard, 85 yards. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards. They ran together for 160. That is a nice... maybe you could bring Ezekiel Elliott back. Because if you know what's going to happen if you let go of Ezekiel. Now in 3-4 years, now Tony Pollard's going to be burned out. Where you can kind of, take care of Tony Pollard by having him split the carries with Ezekiel Elliott, man. I think that may be the best way to go about it, what they're doing right now, man. And the thing is, man, Ezekiel Elliott's still getting more carries, man. Ezekiel Elliott got 22 carries when Tony Pollard only got 8. And Tony Pollard still ran for more yards, man. He had a 57-yard touchdown. He just broke loose. CeeDee Lamb, 5 catches. But yeah, man. That Rams offensive line can't protect, can't run. That team is in trouble. But that freaking give credit to Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence and that fucking Cowboys defense, man. They're pretty damn good too, man. The final game, Bengals Ravens, man, 19-17. I thought it would have been more high scoring, man, with Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. It really wasn't. And there at the end, Justin Tucker won it with a freaking field goal, 19-17. Thought this game would be a little bit better, but not really. Ravens win it 19-17. All right, let's go to baseball. What the hell happened on baseball, man? All these fucking upsets, man. The Guardians sweep the Rays, man. Rays in 24 innings of play in the playoffs, only 1 fucking run. I beg you pardon. What the fuck happened to the fucking Tampa Bay Rays, man? They flat out went cold. What about the fucking Blue Jays, man? Had a fucking 8-1 lead in Game 2, and they fucking lose the game. Freaking Boba Chetz and freaking Springer collide in the outfield. Springer has to leave the game with a concussion. They end up losing the game and the series 10-9. Mariners survive. Blue Jays get knocked out. Wow. And then the Phillies, same thing. Completely shining out the fucking Cardinals, man. I think the Cardinals got their heart broken after losing game 1. They were up 2-0 and then giving up fucking 6 runs in the 9th inning. Their heart was completely broken. They were not into game 2 at all as they lost 2-0. Same thing. Cardinals in 18 innings of play in the playoffs, only fucking 3 runs. Their bats went cold as well. Jesus Christ, man. Phillies advance. And then the fucking Mets, man. What the fuck happened to the Mets, man? 6-0 yesterday. Only 1 hit, I believe, for the fucking Mets last night. Only 1 freaking hit. I couldn't believe it. Only 1 hit for the freaking Mets, man. The Mets, same thing. It looked like they were it was crazy because the Mets actually won and forced the game 3, but they came out with 0 energy in that first game, man. 0 freaking energy, man. Padres scoring 2 runs in the 2nd inning, then another one in the 4th inning. Then Machado drove in another run in the 5th, and then in the 8th they killed them with that final Juan Soto finally got going a little bit. 6-0, but they just flat out killed the Mets, man. At one point, Buck Showalter wanted the freaking try to get the pitcher in trouble. What's his name? Joe Musgrove. He said he had like a sticky supplement in his ear. They checked the ears, nothing was there. It was kind of embarrassing. Buck Showalter just was freaking flat out desperate, man. And the Mets, man, 101 games, and they're not even gonna make it to the divisional round, man. Jesus Christ! So, there was a lot of big shockers, man. Like, wow, I don't know if any did any of the favorites win? I don't think I thought the Rays were to me the favorite. The Blue Jays, I thought they were the favorite. None of the favorites won. Like at least in my opinion, all the upsets won. I thought the Rays would be the Guardians because of the experience. I thought the Blue Jays had more firepower offensively than the fucking Mariners. And I thought the Mets, they were much better than the fucking Padres. And I thought the Cardinals were... All the fucking upsets in my book won, man. Jesus Christ. So now it's guaranteed probably that at least 1, if not 2, of the top 4, Braves, Astros, Yankees, Dodgers, at least I think 1 or 2 are going down. No way, man. All this, the Mariners went up to the Blue Jays and won, and then the Phillies went up to St. Louis and won. Like, there's no way, man. Some of those top 4 seeds, at least 1 or 2 are going home. No way, man. Especially baseball, you got playing without a week. It is way too fucking long. So here are the matchups, by the way. We got Phillies, Braves, Mariners, Astros, Guardians, Yankees, Padres, Dodgers. 3 out of the 4 are divisional rivals, so they're gonna know these pitchers like the back of their hand. I cannot wait, man. It is gonna be very exciting, man. I cannot fucking wait, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do some wrestling shit. And then we'll call it a night. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about, on SmackDown on Friday, it appears Sarah Logan appears, and she will be managing, I guess she will be joining the Viking Raiders. I think she's married to Eric from the Viking Raiders, so I guess it does make sense. Also, Selena Verga appeared. She's gonna be with Legado de Fantasma. So both Selena Verga and Logan, Selena Verga was already there, but she hadn't been on TV for a while. She appeared, and then it looks like Sarah Logan's going to be with the Viking Raiders. They released both Jimmy Smith and Nigel McCunningham. Those 2 guys were released from the commentating as they re-engaged the commentary booth. They announced that Jimmy Smith and Nigel McCunningham were fired by Michael Cole on Tuesday, Michael Cole being the leader of the commentating table. Although Triple H accidentally, I think he sent an email on Monday, and Jimmy Smith saw that he was fired, a pendejo face. So Jimmy Smith said, I did the entire show on Monday knowing it was going to be my final one because Triple H accidentally sent the email on Monday instead of on Tuesday. Oh my lord. But then Michael Cole called him on Tuesday telling him he was fired. That's crazy, man. They're saying that with the whole brawlouts, with the Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and CM Punk, and I'm assuming it's CM Punk. He is threatening to sue AEW, so that's why they can't figure out what the hell to do. So I guess Tony kind of scared that CM Punk's gonna sue them, so that's why they're kind of stuck right now. Nothing has happened. That is crazy, man. That is freaking crazy, man. Jesus Christ, man. They gotta solve. It's been over a month, man. They gotta freaking solve that situation, man. Jesus Christ, man. All right, let's see more news. Let's see more news. Braun Breaker and Nikita Lyons were spotted in the crowd at Extreme Rules this past Saturday. That's pretty interesting. So are they trying to promote their show? Are they trying to say that they might be coming to the main roster soon? Pretty interesting that Braun Breaker and Nikita Lyons were on the crowd at Extreme Rules. They said they couldn't figure out what the hell they wanted to be the main event, whether it was going to be the fight pit match between Rollins and Riddle, or the ladder match between Bayley and Bianca Ballet. Personally, I think the best match was Finn Balor versus Edge, especially with the end, the way the Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio and freaking Beth Phoenix get involved, that leads to Rhea Ripley hitting a concerto on Phoenix. Beth Phoenix forcing Edge to say "I quit." It was very similar to what happened a few years ago when Roman Reigns made Jey Uso say "I quit" because he was beating up his brother Jimmy Uso. So very good match. I mean, I thought that was the best match of the night. I do get it why that was not the main event, because then if it would have happened and then Bray Wyatt would have come back, it would have taken away from it. Where, like, whatever, Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, it's okay. So I get it. And then we talked about this last night a little bit on the live stream about how Miz kept saying throughout the whole show before he got attacked by Dexter Lumis that he wanted to talk to Triple H about the whole situation, because I guess he's having it's going to be his birthday party tonight on Monday Night Raw, and he didn't want Dexter Lumis to be anywhere near. And he kept saying the whole show, I need to talk to Triple H, I need to talk to Triple H, I need to talk to Triple H. At one point, they were saying that Triple H was going to have a backstage talking segment with The Miz, but they decided to cancel it. But yeah, a lot of people are wondering, because back in the day when McMahon was running shit, he would always tell Triple H, you need to come on in the fall during the NFL season so we can get a little bit of a rating boost by having you on TV, because we're going to get smashed by Monday Night Football. So this was always around the time, around like September, when Triple H would always come back, at least as a TV character in the last, 10 years, and, be the authority when he was, AKA the CEO, whatever the fuck it was called, the COO. So you got to wonder if he's like, hey, I bet they were averaging 2 million views, and now they're back to like 1.5, 1.7. Now, I don't think it's going to do a lot. People are still going to prefer to watch Monday Night Football. But I've always said, man, it would help if you would have you have Triple H there, you have Shawn Michaels there. You could even maybe offer it to fucking Stone Cold. Like, hey, you be the fucking general manager. You don't think people are going to tune in just to watch Stone Cold Steve Austin talk? Maybe stutter some people, drink beer, stuck on the microphone, say his catchphrases. I think that would be a great addition if they would put one of these great Hall of Fame stars from the past, from the Attitude Era, as the fucking general manager. I think that would really help out the ratings, man. So maybe Triple H, we'll see. Liv Morgan, man, she was laughing after she tapped out, or she didn't tap out, she just went out cold in her match with Ronda Rousey. So is she going to be part of the Wyatt Six? Is she going to change her character? We'll see, man. They revealed the WrestleMania logo is going to be WrestleMania 40 in 2024 and Philadelphia Lincoln Financial Fields, the Philadelphia Eagles football arena, so football stadium. So we'll see. I wonder, isn't it cold in like around April in Philadelphia though? Imagine if it snows. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised they're doing that in Philadelphia. That's a cold city. Renee Paquette, they're saying, so supposedly WWE, when they were, re-engaging the commentators, They offer her a backstage role, but I guess she said no, and instead that's why they hired Kathy, whatever the fuck her name is, Kathy Lee, whatever the fuck her name is. And they're saying that because they believe that Renee Paquette is going to go to AEW and join her husband, Jon Moxley. So maybe she'll take over Tony Schiavone's backstage stuff, because Tony Schiavone's always running around between commentating and interviews backstage. So maybe they'll do that. It seems like AEW's going with Taz, Taz and Tony Schiavone, and who was the guy with the mask? I can't even remember his name right now. The guy with the mask, I forget what the fuck his name is right now. And then on Rampage, it looks like they're going with Chris Jericho, and Jim Ross. It seems like that. And then I think they're doing that to try to give They're trying to do that to give Rampage more views, which I kind of like Chris Jericho on commentating, man. He's funny, man. He is funny, man. Is Chris Jericho. But maybe she'll take over Tony Schiavone's job and Excalibur. Excalibur's the guy with the mask. So yeah, Excalibur, Taz, and Tony Schiavone are doing Dynamite, and it seems like Excalibur, Chris Jericho, and JR are doing Rampage. So maybe they'll have Renee do all the backstage stuff. So then Tony Schiavone doesn't have to worry about doing the backstage stuff. And Jon Moxley, I didn't even know this. He was the GCW champion, and he lost it this past weekend. I didn't even know that was a thing. And many people were saying that maybe Tony Khan doesn't want him to work in the indies anymore, and that's why he lost the title. And that's part of his new contract, that he can't work in the indies anymore. Because it's funny how he signed the contract on Friday, and then on Saturday he lost his fucking GCW championship. That was kind of funny. And then Chris Jericho said he's trying to help AEW get Bandino. Of course, Bandino wrestled a match with Chris Jericho about 2 weeks ago. And then after the match, both AEW and the WWE offered him a contract. As of right now, Bandino has not signed. But AEW has told him, we don't even want you here. We need you here. Or we don't need you here. We want you here. Some shit like that. So we'll see what Bandino does, man. Alright, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to sit down. Dynamite, Extreme Rules, recap, right? Let's see here, Extreme Rules recap. Let's look for that puppy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do some Extreme Rules recap. So this show was really damn good, man. First fucking match, man, we get Imperium versus fucking Brawling Brutes in a Donnie Brooks match. Fantastic match, man. Right away, already going for the fucking bar. But great ass match, man. Great banger. Like Shimon would say, banger after banger after banger, man. And obviously, once you saw Gunther win last night on Friday's night SmackDown, you had a feeling, obviously, with the Brawling Brutes were going to win. And of course, they won it. So the Brawling Brutes win. It was a fantastic way to start the show, man. It really was, man. Then you had Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey again. There was a lot of botches, man. I don't know about Ronda Rousey. I still don't know if I like her as a wrestler or not. But yeah, there was some botches in this match. They were supposed to do like a spot in the corner with a chair, and the chair just freaking fell, and they just stood there looking at each other like pendejos. They were like panicking because the chair fell. But at the end, like I said, the freaking submission, man. I don't know. Ronda Rousey wins. She's the new women's champion. But Liv Morgan doesn't even tap out. She just passes out, and then she's smiling. So I don't know what they're doing with Liv Morgan, man. Pretty interesting. And then we get Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre. This match is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, good Karrion Kross won. You're trying to probably establish him maybe as a top, maybe as the second heel in the company behind Roman Reigns, and not in the company, but on SmackDown. So good win. Obviously, Scarlett helps. She throws pepper spray to Drew McIntyre. He blinds him, and then Karrion Kross hits him with the elbow, and then he behind the head, and Karrion Kross wins. Yeah, makes sense. You gotta make Karrion Kross look strong. Next, you had in the ladder match Bianca Ballet versus Bayley. I thought Bayley was gonna win this match. I really did, so they can have all of Damage Control can have championships. Then at the end, there fucking Bianca Ballet wins. Kind of made the fucking control your damage control look like pendejos, because both Dakota and Io Sky came out to help, and they got their ass whooped by Bianca Belair. They just love Bianca Belair. I feel like they look at Bianca Belair like the freaking Bobby Lashley of the woman. I don't know. They love her. I thought it would make more sense for Bayley to win so they could all have championships. But no. Then we get probably the best match of the night, man. Finn Balor versus Edge, man. Every fucking move, the freaking referee kept putting the fucking microphone in their face. I thought he was overdoing that. But hey, whatever, man. At the end, man, when it gets good is when freaking Damian Priest and Dominic interfere. Then from there, Michael Cole, I thought he was fantastic on commentary. Yeah, I was wondering when this fucking idiot was gonna show up, and then he called Damian Priest an idiot. And then when Mysterio tries to come out and help out Edge, freaking Dominic beats the hell out of his father, and then Michael Cole, same thing. I got your father. What is wrong with you, you son of a bitch? It felt like Jim Ross, man, back in the day when he was with WWE, like in the 90s, early thousands, man. Great job here by Michael Cole on commentary, man. Freaking, man. And then obviously you have Beth Phoenix, Rhea Ripley get involved at the end, and like I said, freaking Edge forced to they handcuff him, they beat him up, he still won't quit. Finn Balor does 3 coup de grace from the top rope, he still doesn't quit until they grab Beth Phoenix. They hit him with they threat Rhea Ripley's like, if you don't fucking say I quit, I will hit your wife with a concerto. He finally quits, and as he quits, Rhea Ripley still hits the concerto, man. What a great match, man. What a great storytelling. Finn Balor ends up winning the match. Great win for Finn Balor. Great. This was probably the best match of the night. I can see though why it didn't main event, because then obviously people would not be talking about it as much if it would have been the final match, and then right after that Bray Wyatt would have coming back. So what match of the night, man? I cannot wait for Raw tonight. Raw is loaded tonight. You know, we got DX 25-year anniversary. We got the Bloodline coming in. We got Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins for the United States Championship. But something I cannot wait for is what's going to happen next with Judgment Day after what they did on Saturday to Edge and Beth Phoenix, man. I cannot wait for that, man. I don't think Bray Wyatt's going to make an appearance tonight, man. I feel Raw is way too loaded tonight with having both Triple H and Shawn Michaels, Roman Reigns. I feel they're too loaded tonight. They don't even need the Bray. But they might say that for maybe next week or maybe SmackDown. We'll see. And then we get the final, man. Riddle versus Seth Rollins, man. Daniel Cormier, what the fuck, man. By the way, Daniel Cormier's a fucking fat ass, man. I don't see this guy fighting in the WWE. There were rumors that this was a way to like slowly bring him in and eventually have him have a match, or maybe Brock Lesnar or something. Yeah, no freaking way. This guy looks like a fucking 2-legged meatball. No way he's gonna wrestle. He's like almost as fat as fucking Keith Lee, man. No freaking way. He's not in shape at all, literally, man, to be able to fight, man. In this match, I don't know. I don't think it would have made a difference at all if Daniel Cormier would have been the referee or not. Good match, I guess. Good match, but nowhere as good as obviously the match we had seen prior between Finn Balor and Edge. Riddle wins the match at the end. Again, Rollins continues to job out. I think he's gonna win the United States Championship tonight, and that's gonna make him feel better because this guy, they compare the Shield in like 2022, like Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley, and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, oh my God, he's got like over 15 losses. And obviously the other two, I mean, Roman Reigns is like undefeated. And then obviously Jon Moxley has been AEW World Champion twice this year. So yeah, Rollins, they better make him the U.S. Champion tonight, man, because, oh my Lord. Anyways, right after that, Bray Wyatt comes out, the lights go out, Michael Cole does something. They do a lot of stuff because they put the copyright tag when, you know, saying the show's over. A lot of people were pissed. They're like, what the fuck, are you kidding me? And then the lights shut down, and Bray Wyatt starts singing, he got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole world in his hand. He got the... And then Michael Cole literally tells Corey Graves, is the show over? I thought that was great. That made Michael Cole look confused. He thought the show was over. And then, you know, people with their phones on their light. And then freaking all the fucking Firehouse characters start showing up, man. Like, they all start, the pig, the rabbit. At one point, the Fiend showed up as one of the crowd. I think a burn mask of the Fiend showed up in the announce table. So, you know, who are these characters? A lot of people are saying maybe Dexter Lumis, Karrion Kross, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Baron Corbin. Although Baron Corbin, remember last time we saw him, he got picked up in a limousine on SmackDown by John Layfield Bradshaw. So, I don't know. Who knows? And then Bray Wyatt shows up, man. And he shows up with a mask too. He doesn't show, I don't think he showed up in the arena. I would think it was like backstage. And they showed it through the Titantron. I don't know. Was it the arena? I don't even know. It was so fucking dark. I don't even know if that was backstage or if that was actually the arena. But it was so fucking dark. But he takes his mask off, and everybody just goes crazy. Great show, man. Way, way, way better finish than what we saw at Clash of the Castle. Way better finish. And let's see what happens now with Bray Wyatt going forward, man. I cannot wait to see what they do with him. When are they going to start revealing the characters? According to Blaze McCoy, they're going to reveal each character on every show moving forward. I think they might drag this thing out until Survivor Series. That's what I'm feeling. They might just drag it out until Survivor Series. We'll see what happens. Are we going to get more teases now? Now we got Wyatt, but now we're going to get just... I imagine we just start getting hints now. Who are the characters? And then slowly they start one by one revealing them. Who knows how... Who knows what they're going to go... Are they just going to... You know, how long are they going to take to reveal all this shit, man? Who knows? But yeah, man, I can't wait, man. But all of the Triple H pay-per-views so far, Clash of the Castle, SummerSlam, and Extreme Rules, a lot of people have them ranked as a top 3 pay-per-view. They beat out WrestleMania, all of the AEW pay-per-views this year. A lot of people have, they rank on YouTube, right? They rank the pay-per-views. And I was seeing a lot of people have all the 3 Triple H's, Extreme Rules, SummerSlam, and Clash of the Castle as top 3. They leapfrog over WrestleMania and all of the AEW shows. That is crazy, man. That the fact that all 3 pay-per-views he's done, a lot of people have them ranked as the top 3. That is crazy. Great job by Triple H, man. And that's despite, you know, I thought that the Clash of Champions was really good. I mean, Clash of the Castle, but the ending sucked ass. But yeah, that was still a very good show. But ladies and gentlemen, great shit, man. I cannot wait to see what they do with Bray Wyatt. But until next time, I'm out like a light. I thank you.